Hello, I am Sarah and I am an event planner with the Orange County Library System, but I am also an author. Last week I introduced the concept and structure of a query letter, so if you don't know what a query letter is, make sure you go back and watch that video first. This week I'm going to provide tips for what makes a query letter exciting and enticing. I will be focusing on query letters for fiction, but some of these tips may be applicable for narrative nonfiction and memoir. First, you need to make it as concise as you can. Remember that literary agents receive hundreds of query letters a week, and so you don't want to take up more time than you absolutely need. Next, make sure that you describe what actually happens in the book. You would be very surprised how many query letters leave this out, choosing instead to focus on theme or the inspiration behind the book. You'll want to include at least one main character, a description of the plot, which should include the conflict and stakes. The query should answer 4 basic questions. Who is your main character? What do they want? What stands in the way of them getting what they want? This is the conflict. And what happens if they don't get what they want? And this is stakes. Try to infuse voice into your query letter. This can be hard to do without sounding cheesy or gimmicky, but a few well-chosen phrases can really help breathe life into your query letter. You definitely want to make sure the voice in your query letter doesn't mislead, such as using a very humorous voice for a book that is very serious and dark. When I critique query letters, my number one piece of feedback is to be more specific. You need to use strong, specific verbs and cut any cliches that could apply to any hundreds of stories. What does "his world will never be the same again" actually mean? Does it mean that stop signs will be blue from now on? Or does it mean that all humanity will be wiped from the planet? Those are very different things, so be specific. If your main character drives the novel forward, and they probably should, the query letter should reflect that. I've read many query letters where it seems like things just happen to a passive main character, and that's not as exciting as the main character making choices that drive the story forward, even if they're bad choices. Raise questions without asking them. Rhetorical questions are a big no-no in query letters, but you can raise questions in the reader's mind without putting a question mark on the paper. As an example, a line from my successful query letter is, "Kitty soon discovers that no one's loyalties lay where they should, or at least where she wants them to." This raises questions like, who betrays Kitty? Everyone? In what way? Why? How do Kitty's priorities differ from what should be? So even though I didn't ask those questions on paper, I am guiding the reader towards asking those questions for themselves. My final tip for a great query letter is to study the greats and emulate them. Go to a bookstore, whether in person and online, and read the back cover copy books that are similar to yours. Try to figure out what exactly grabbed your attention and how it was crafted. Take a close look at word choice, tone, sentence structure, and flow. Copy those techniques for your own query letter. Before I go, I want to remind you of the single purpose of a query letter. It has only one purpose, and that is to make the reader want to read more. That's it. A lot of writers tend to overthink query letters because we focus so much on the rules or try to cram in everything that we love about the book, so don't lose focus on the goal. I hope that helps, and good luck with your querying.
Thank you for watching. To learn more about writing workshops and see more videos, visit ocls.info/writers corner. Orange County Library System is your place to learn, grow, connect.